Clorox Sentiva smells like grapefruit. Cleans like Clorox. And feels like...
Okay, we could be here all day. Try Clorox Sentiva for a trusted clean with long-lasting freshness. Also available in lavender and coconut. Use as directed.
At T-Mobile, our critical mission is providing unparalleled 5G coverage for when connectivity is mission critical. Introducing T-Priority, America's best 5G network experience for first responders, even in times of congestion. More capacity, faster speeds, better coverage. T-Priority from T-Mobile, built for tomorrow's emergencies, ready today. Discover more at t-priority.com.
For qualifying organizations on eligible rate plans, coverage not available in some areas and may be impacted by emergencies.
Sometimes life can feel pretty disorienting, as if we find ourselves turned around in the woods. But never fear, because we are never truly lost. And with the help of the wilderness, along with footsteps from the past and the present, we will unlock the tools that will help us to rewrite our journey here on the Project Mindfully Outdoors podcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome back in to Project Mindfully Outdoors, the podcast. The only podcast that is dedicated to exploring the intersection of nature, mindfulness, and personal well-being. As always, I'm your guide, Mike Martin. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I really feel is very critical to our mental and emotional health. The power of acknowledging our emotions. You know, have you ever actually found yourself thinking about the world, saying to yourself, you know, I shouldn't be upset about this or that, because there's a lot of people out there that have things much worse. You know, in our hyper-connected world where we're bombarded with news about global crises and seemingly perfect lives that other people live on social media, it's really easy to fall into that trap of invalidating our own feelings or where we are in life. But, you know, here's the reality of it. Whatever it is you feel and you think, they're valid. All those thoughts, all those feelings, regardless of the scale or where they fit in to the world around you, they're valid. You know, they're a part of your journey, whether it's thoughts that revolve around challenges that come up in your journey or progress or whatever the case may be. Everything that we think and that we feel is worth exploring. You know, think of it almost like the waves of an ocean. Some of those thoughts, they're like gentle ripples. They're barely even noticeable, while others, they tower, they swell, they become powerful and overwhelming. Each wave, regardless of the size, is natural and it's essential for the ocean's rhythm. Just like every emotion and feeling that you experience, from the slightest irritation to the most profound feeling of grief, is legitimate. It's valid. Again, it's a part of your human experience. You know, it's so easy to diminish those smaller emotions. The frustration when your coffee gets spilled, the disappointment of a canceled plan, beginning to suppress those feelings and telling yourself that they don't matter, it actually, internally, it leads to a buildup of emotional tension. And it's a lot like trying to hold back a tide. Eventually, it's going to break, and it's going to come forth. Whether you're frustrated about a minor setback, or you're dealing with even more significant life challenges, those feelings, they deserve your attention. They deserve your respect. And most importantly, they deserve your acknowledgement, because they're a part of you. They're a part of the way that you're perceiving and that you're seeing your journey. So it's important to understand and process them in a healthy way, because they're not there to lead you down a wrong path. Those feelings, those emotions, they're there to help you learn and to help guide you along the way. You know, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. My feelings, my thoughts, emotions are all valid. But how does acknowledging them truly help me? And that's where meditation and stepping out into nature really comes together and builds that canvas for you, because it shows you that resilience comes from understanding where you are, what you feel, what you see, everything around you. It's a full spectrum that highlights your strengths as well as showcases your weaknesses. And you have to understand both sides. And when you do so, you're using energy that gets utilized in a healthy way to help you cope, to problem solve, to build resilience, and to strengthen those things that you may label as a weakness. You know, if you think about it, when you're ignoring that warning light that comes on your car's dashboard, the problems don't go away. And it works the same way with all those feelings that you're allowing to build up. Eventually, as you ignore them, they might disappear for a minute, but they come back and they fester and manifest themselves in unhealthy ways, like anxiety, depression, and even physical ailments. So the question becomes, how can we start creating an authentic space where it's safe to feel and process whatever comes our way, and allowing us to connect with ourselves and utilize that calming power of the outdoors? So I want to take a few minutes to explore some of the most practical approaches. Of course, the very first and most essential one is meditation within the outdoors. Just finding a quiet spot on a park bench, on a tree stump, on a beach, anywhere that you can just sit and be still. Allow yourself time to reflect. It doesn't have to be some grand, crazy adventure. It can be as simple or as elaborate as you feel needed. The key is to find a space where you're comfortable, where you're safe, where you can let go of the judgment and just simply close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, and notice what is there, what's present. Don't try to fix anything in that moment. Just observe it. Be curious, open, allow compassion within your heart. You know, imagine that you're walking down a trail and that you just come across the most interesting rock formation, and you've begun to dissect it and try to see what's in there. Open up that childlike curiosity. Take some notes, but again, let go of the judgment. Feel that combination of the fresh air and the natural surroundings. Allow that to be your anchor, to bring you aware and present in the moment. That way, you can stay within that safe space. Even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes a day, it makes a significant difference. Another powerful tool is creative expression. Whether it's journaling, painting, drawing, or even just singing along with a song. Creative activities, they provide a safe channel for processing and understanding those feelings. And again, don't worry about being good at any of this. Just do it. It's not about creating a masterpiece. It's about authentic exploration. So grab a notebook and a pen while you're sitting under a tree and just allow all those thoughts to flow onto the paper. That's what a mindful practice is all about. Whether you're working on a walking meditation or you're just simply sitting still and journaling under a tree, it's all about the connection and bringing yourself physically as well as mentally here in the moment without the judgment and just letting things naturally unfold. And as we come to the end of today's episode, I invite you over to projectmindfullyoutdoors.co, where you can sign up for a free one-on-one meditation call with me. And we can dive into not only the topics of today's episode, but many more tools that are going to help you to rewrite your journey. And until next time, my friend, get out there in the wilderness. That's where the stillness and the adventure lie. See ya.